Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Divide and Conquer. My name is Saf, and at the end of the last episode I asked you guys a very quick question regarding my garrison at Cirith Ungol and what you thought I should do with those troops. Now Cirith Ungol has been attacked a few times over the last several episodes, and unfortunately my garrison is slowly getting smaller and smaller with each battle that comes along. And I haven't got any troops available to replenish them with, unless I want to weaken Minas Ithil, which I really don't, or any of my Osgiliath places, which I really don't, because of the invasion forces currently massing outside of Minas Tirith. I nearly said Isengard. So, the question that I had was, do I pull my troops out of Cirith Ungol, replenish them in on my territories, and then send them back? Which also I remembered afterwards would allow me to pick up my 2 artillery pieces from Henethanoon, finally. Or alternatively, I push out and I attack this captain here, Captain Danmos, because this guy has 3 artillery pieces. So this is the whole reason for the question. Because if I just sit in Cirith Ungol, these 4 captains here could possibly group up and attack Cirith Ungol in one go. And with those 3 artillery pieces, my troops on the platform, on the plateau bit, would get absolutely demolished. Let alone having to fight all the orcs inside the gateway as well. So, the response I got from you guys was very mixed. It was very much a 50-50 decision between 2 particular options. Option 1, which was to retreat into my territories, and option 2, which was to retreat into my territories, and option 3, which was to attack the captain. One very good point that was raised, I think I need to check this, let's have a look. Derafin apparently might have night fighter abilities, so that's something to check. Let's have a look. He does not. Okay, so if he had a night fighter ability, I might have just gone out and attacked the captain straight away. Because then I could fight the captain without having to worry about the orc reinforcements. Unfortunately, he does not have night fighter ability, so I'm kind of now deciding to pull back into my territories and replenish my forces. And then I could also pick up these 2 as well. Yeah, they won't be able to attack me. Okay, so let's pull back. We'll regroup, rebuild. What I'll do is I'll pull back to the bridge. Nice defendable position. Not that I really need to, but it's kind of fun to do that anyway. Minas Ithil is there. There's, troops can come down from here as well, so we just need to kind of protect ourselves a little bit. Pull these guys this way. Right, in terms of armor levels, this guy has no armor level. So let's put him... Wait, what can I recruit here at the moment? So I can recruit spears as well, so I could retrain... my spearmen. Apparently I can retrain Faramir as well.
Captain of Gondor.
So let's take my spearmen. Well, one of my spearmen.
March to exhaustion, continuing later.
Get a fresh spearman unit in Henethanoon. I could get a fresh Ithilien ranger, so if I merged a couple of these guys. I've got 1 unit here that's gold chevron. I've got my Gondor cavalry as well. Can I get Gondor cavalry anywhere else? I don't think I can.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Oh, there's a dog barking outside. How lovely. So let's replenish you. We'll refill you. And you. Right. So you can head up this way.
Joining forces, Milord.
So that'll be my archers replenished. Swap out these 2 peacekeepers for these 2.
Captain of Gondor. Yes. As you wish. Joining forces.
We also have another general here, Otar. Which might be quite interesting to put him somewhere. Might put him in Minas Ithil, actually. So when the enemy end up retreating or something, we can run them down with him or something.
Awaiting your command.
Where can I get Gondor Cav? Nowhere on this side of Osgiliath. Right, Lebanon Guardsman I can get down in Osterthil. So let's send this guy there for retraining. We'll take this guy into the army. So the only thing I can't replenish then at the moment is
Awaiting your command.
my Gondor Swordsman and my Gondor Cav.
Captain of Gondor. Maintain order. Let us set up camp here.
One thing that also was suggested was to take Linhir back and then give it to Dol Amroth.
My lord, your orders.
So that is something I need to do. Once I've spoken to Bree, I'll probably send my diplomat back. Because by the time he gets back to Gondor, Gondorian territory is probably going to be around about the same time that I'll be able to actually try and do that. Okay, end turn. Turn 56. Here we go. Now, obviously, we are going into turn 56. I know that a lot of other campaigners are probably miles ahead by this point in the game. They've got loads of territory across the minimap, that sort of thing. I'm not quite as aggressive as that. For those of you who are new to the channel, you'll learn that I am not a very aggressive player. I like to be very defensive. I like to be very cautious. Doesn't always work in my favour. Often it helps, but it doesn't always work. I'm not going to be silly and say, oh, it works every time, because it doesn't. Get some more Ethereal Rangers there. It's just the way I like to play. And for the most part, it's worked out for me. Also, why is Cirith Ungol not being taken? I've just noticed.
By your command.
Also, I could have just recruited a spearman from Osgiliath, but never mind. Just move the stuff around here.
Ready your weapons.
Okay, so we'll get our swordsman back, our spearman back. We'll take an extra swordsman as well. Alternatively, I could just recruit another peacekeeper and take 2 peacekeepers, but ooh. Excuse me, just had to have a very quick sneeze. Whew. Right, not a lot of free upkeep, so let's get this one. Also, I don't have a lot of money coming in either, because I am getting invaded by everyone. Can't recruit any of my heavier units at the moment. They're all out of... They're all out. None available.
Captain of Gondor.
Right. For a city that's got a small banner, it's got a lot of unit cards. So that suggests to me that there's a lot of damaged units in there.
Ready your weapons.
Let's head this way.
Let us set up camp here.
Most of my troops are up this way. I do need to get something down here to attack Linhir with. I just have generals over this way though.
Ships ready. Yes, sir. Full sails. Set sail.
Okay.
As you wish. We'll make camp here, my lord. Yes.
So these guys are going to go take back Cirith Ungol.
Orders. We can go no
I always
further
do
today.
a little bit ahead of where they can actually move, because if I then forget about them in a turn, I can always the camera will remind me that I have troops nearby.
You hold us at another proposition for us, then? This proposal is of little good day to you. Yes, without question.
Okay. Aha. Excellent. So what they got? They've got Vageberg. Elder Guzman bodyguard. Is he a family member or is he just a general? He's just a general, okay. We got one Angren Raider. We have one Grey Flood Rider. One Grey Flood Axeman. One River Swordsman. One Grey Flood Raider. Oh, Angren Raider and Grey Flood Raider. And then we got one River Spearman. Okay. But they're having to use a Siege Tower, ladders, and a ram. So the fact they've got Siege Tower and ladders, that's going to be good. Split them up a bit. So I can put my Peacekeepers on each of those positions. My archers on the walls as well. Yes, the plan is coming together. I also forgot that this place was a stone wall castle rather than like a wooden wall castle. So they're all out here. Yeah, completely forgot this as the setup for the for this place. Right. I'm going to put my experienced unit of peacekeepers on this flank. Just realised I don't actually have any units that can deploy stakes though. That's going to be my disadvantage in this one. So I'm going to have to really rely on my spearmen here.
Gondor Militia. Forward. Upward. Ride for the glory of Gondor. Forward. Forward. Must go now.
Right. Archers then.
Archers at the ready. Ride out for Gondor. Forward. Must go now.
So spearmen, I'm going to go across there. Block that off. I'll have my militia behind them to reinforce. We'll have... Well, we already have an archer unit up on this wall anyway. I might just group them up a bit more on this side. There we go. A bit more of an angle towards the gate. And then this archer unit is going to go here to shoot into the pile over there. Lovely.
Ride out for Gondor.
Don't need my cavalry in... There we go. Don't need my cavalry inside here, so I'm going to send them out. Around the back.
Our enemy's ladders have reached our walls. It's time for butcher's work.
Oh, I'm getting javelined. I'm getting javelined by their cavalry. Well, the cavalry's not dying, which is kind of annoying. Whoops, what the hell just happened there? Why did I double click over there?
The enemy are battering down the gates! The enemy siege tower has reached our walls.
Ride out for Gondor. Together. Archers at the ready.
Yeah, their cavalry's just not dying.
Soldier battalion at the ready.
Their swords unit, however, is.
Riders. Swords.
Here we go.
Archer battalion standing by. Soldiers of Gondor.
Blast their eyes! The enemy's ram is through our gates!
Archers holding fire now.
Ride for the glory of Gondor. Together, knights. Archers standing by. Soldiers of Gondor.
The enemy have the walls. Look to our defense or all will be lost.
Archers at the ready. Soldier battalion at the ready.
Unit march!
Here comes the cav. Still throwing javelins. How many javelins do you bloody have? Also, they're just gunning down my spearmen, apparently.
Riders. Soldier battalion at the ready. Soldier battalion standing by. Ride out for Gondor. Run them down.
Can you charge into the back of those raiders? Well, not really charge, but come on, spearmen, you're fighting against cavalry. I mean, I know there's infantry down there as well, but still. It's mostly cavalry.
Archers standing by. Soldiers at the ready. Archers standing by. Riders.
Hello, enemy general. I'm going to charge into the back of you now. Still no charging because I think there's still a lot of them inside the actual city or castle.
Ride out. Must go now.
Right, archers are down. Oh, I say down, they're out of ammunition. So we've led the general out and away. Right, now we can turn around. Now he's paused. Might actually get a charge in here. Yes, we will. Should have been a pretty good charge, actually. Yeah, look at that. We're less than 40. My peacekeepers are almost dead.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Ride out for Gondor.
Lovely. Take out the last few of these guys. One left. There. There you go.
Archers at the ready. Archers at the ready.
Yeah, we're gonna get a charge.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Pull back again. Do one more charge. Should be enough.
Archers standing by.
Where those spearmen go? Oh, they're retreating. Oh no, they're not. They just left the wall. Okay. They wiped out one of my peacekeepers, so guess they don't need to stay up there. Excuse me. Oh, I lost a few cavalry trying to pull them out of there. Whoa, spearmen. Right, we've got the raiders to retreat. Launch a charge.
Ride out for Gondor.
If we continue like this, we will smash the
I know it's cavalry against spearmen, so it's not always the best results. But, oh, these spearmen are almost dead. Whoa, hello, enemy cavalry. They retreated.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs.
Nice.
It's time to press them.
Ignore them. Oh, is everything... Oh, everything's dead here. How'd that happen? Alright, we'll just run down these spearmen then. Nice. Now we'll get these Grey Flood Raiders as well. I lost half my army. 51% apparently I've lost.
Be awed by the victory
It's
we have won
43.
here today.
Not bad, not bad. But as I've been warned before, the Clans of Enedwaith have units that are pretty good at armor piercing, particularly their javelins. So, yeah, it's probably that was probably going to be the main reason for my high casualties. But still, a win is a win. Enemy general killed as well, so that's one less that the Clans of Enedwaith have on the field. Overall, not a terrible victory. Ah, there's where the troops from Cirith Ungol are gone. They're still not attacking Minas Tirith. Oh, there's the Witch King. $3,500 a turn. It's not exactly a lot, is it?
Be gone.
Orders. By your command. Not possible. We can go no further today.
Ships ready.
Can we train some of my units?
Yes, sir.
Not a lot.
Full sails.
Maintain order.
I've got a spare general here. I guess I
Your
could
weapons.
pull him across here. Group up with these two. Now I've got a 3 general unit army. Well, Fanulond is no longer under siege, and I've got 2 units that are about to be finished being built, which is good. So
They will not waste
I need to.
words on you.
I do need to take Lynn here. I need to retake that ground for Dol Amroth. No point recruiting them at the moment, to be honest.
Awaiting your command.
So the troops I was going to get from Enedwaith, I now can't get to my army because they're blocked by the Witch King,
I'm gonna
who
stick
has
you.
3 units of artillery.
Have a taste
I bet that's the
of
3
my
units that I had standing outside Cirith Ungol earlier.
Maintain order.
Well, the majority of my army's been replenished, so might as well go back to Cirith Ungol.
Forward.
My lord,
I wonder.
approaching quietly.
So there's Barad-dûr.
Approaching
There's
quietly.
a lot of troops there.
Approaching quietly.
Might be able to push on and attack this place, and then just basically wipe out everything that's in there. That'll at least demolish some of Mordor's recruiting capacity. Retrain those 2. So many turns to get these 4 I might as well just delete those 4 axemen. They're not any use to me at all. $16 men is not going to make the difference between a victory and a defeat in this game. Or in that battle, sorry, for Minas Tirith. Okay, next turn. God damn it, diplomat.
My lord, we're besieged. Show yourselves!
Okay, Minas Ithil's under siege. Cirith Ungol's under siege, but I might be able to break that quite easily, depending on what that small captain has. This is the thing, there's not a lot of troops around Cirith Ungol now. It's just these small captains, so... Oh, never mind. I take that back. However, a lot of their heavy armies are on the western side of that mountain range, which in theory means that if I can defeat the captain armies that are around